Alright, you caught me in the middle of mipping here. We are taking care of New Hampshire. I already have a bunch of things done. I'm in phase 2 of the MIPS, and then we'll be doing phase 3, and I really wanted to jump in for phase 3. Because I wanted to show you the TSD files here. They're a little bit not weird or crazy, but it's tackleable. Like it's it's gonna be easy to do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. And we're grabbing all of these MIPS. I got everything all set up here. This was billboard 2T, billboard T22, 91031. Perfect. Done. Billboard Monster, but it's not Monster. 91031, same as the other one. Toyota 91031. These are all the same. And then finally, the grandstand. And I got a little PBS banner. PBS sports banner. We'll see if this shows up. I was having trouble trying to figure out what grandstand to put this on. This might be on the side of the grandstand. I'll explain. 101021. Yes. And then we're dropping these into New Hampshire. Here we go. And I downloaded the update to Free Camera, so it can just hang out in the background now. And I don't have to flip back to the desktop now anymore. Until I forget. Alright, so I didn't hit the transparency on the grandstand, so you see what happens. I didn't hit the pink transparency color, and you just see it's craziness. But we were able to sneak the PBS sports banner. It's gonna be flipped. I was trying to get it on the center here, but I can't find this New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So there, it's oriented correctly there. But oh well, we'll fix that and probably have to just take that off. Or since we'll have to go back in here anyway, I'm gonna put it in the center of the. But see, this just tiles across, so we're gonna have like 4 or 5 banners. I don't want that. I just wanted one place to put the banner. Maybe see. Let's remember the door in the grandstand. But anyway, here's what we're gonna be tackling. This came with the game. You can see the pink on here. We're gonna try to get rid of that. Or it didn't come with the game, just came with the track somebody created. And if you watch my MIP tutorial, you know about the green around it trick. That's what this person did here, but we're gonna be changing this. And I've already changed these signs. Customized them. And then I changed all these signs as well. Not going for accuracy, just trying to have some fun with our fictional season coming up. So now you can see whenever you have pink show up in all this, that means you just forgot to hit the transparency color. And I didn't hit it because it was at the bottom of the grandstand picture, and it wasn't sticking out when I opened it up in WinMip. So we got to take care of the grandstands, and we're taking care of the TSDs and this logo on the flag stand, and also the series flagger. We'll talk about the series flagger, something I didn't touch upon in the series flagger video itself. So okay, while we got everything going, let's open up the grandstand, and we're looking for that door. I guess it's right here. I guess that's the door on top. So I want to move that to the door. We just want it hanging. I mean, PBS Sports, man. Hell, it wasn't at the bottom. I just totally forgot to hit it. This is going to overwrite something. Alright, so that's done. We'll have to throw the grandstand into the game again. No problemo. So, where are we at right now? We got to do the flag box and those Foxwood casino things. So the flag box will be easy. And we got Monster Energy Series. Oh, because this guy, or the creator, actually was using the same trick I was, or that we do, or anybody does when they're making changes to tracks. He didn't have it. He didn't have the stuff in the unpack. He actually had it outside of the unpack folder. Here's the one that's in the game, 10.10.3.1. 10.10.3.1, but then I got 10.10.3.4 here. So we're going to change that. So that's 10.10.3.1. We want that Cup Series one. We want the Cup Series on there. We'll just change it to our race logo, which I made, and it's somewhere right here. The Reynolds Wrap 107. we're gonna be doing what do you call the actual lengths of the races we'll be running? We're gonna be calling them that. And then I'm gonna need to put a white how do you do back here behind this. My Affinity Designer's been crashing a bunch today. I don't know what the problem is. There might be an update that I haven't gotten notified of yet. Or it just might be a sign to just take a break from all this. Let's go match this white. We were kind of on anyway. But that is our race logo. And let's hold on to this. That's as close as it's gonna get. But let's hold on to that logo because we're gonna need it here in a second. Because nextly, we grab the grandstand. Now we're doing let's do the big grass logo first. And you can see this is the trick he used, putting green around there. Nothing wrong with that. But where it was on the track, it seems like all this stuff kind of bleeds into the infield. So we're just going to be limited to what we got going on down here. We'll just see if our Reynolds Wrap logo is going to fit. Fits good. We got NBC Sports right here, so you know we're going to be grabbing our PBS Sports on NASCAR logo somewhere right here. Probably should just put PBS Sports rather than NASCAR PBS, but I don't know. All right, so here you see this blue around here, and we got basically two different colors to use as backgrounds here. That's not very good. So what I'm actually going to do is put an outline around this Reynolds Wrap logo that's going to be black, that's going to match that PBS. I mean, there's definitely ways to do this with getting, rasterizing and getting rid of the transparent pixels, but I have found this to be a much simpler way to do it. So we're putting a nice black outline around that. And this wasn't a transparency map. This was just a straight, hey, when we go in, we're going to pick a transparency color. So we got everything we need here. That black and this black match. So what I'm going to do is I drop this black to be our transparency color, but then darken it just enough to be a little bit of a difference, but it's not going to be noticeable. That might be enough of a difference. It's definitely not going to be like a deal breaker, you know. So we have that there. That should look good. And finally, we have the start-finish line. This has been literally been saving the best for last. This start-finish line is what gave me the idea to change this to a Reynolds wrap race. It was Crest in our first season, but this silver made me think, hey, let's change this to Reynolds wrap. So, I showed this at the beginning that there was pink around here. So, I think what we want to do, and there was pink on both sides, and our Reynolds wrap logo has pink in it, so I'm thinking about going blue pink here. Just as an experiment. It may look disgusting. But this is actually what's going to be laying down on the track. So let's make sure we don't cover the start-finish line. Let's bring in our blue first off. That's good. But then we're also going to need some kind of overlay to look like it's asphalt, you know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and we'll be getting to that bridge in about a minute, so I'm going to start thinking about it. Is that too close? No, we have a little bit of a transparent pixel, you know what I mean. Not transparent pixels as we're going to have to worry about it, but just, you know what I mean. I want to see what this is going to look like. This is, I mean, that looks pretty good. The downside is we're going to have Reynolds wrap up here, and I just don't know what we're going to put down there. Or maybe just mirror Reynolds wrap on each side. So let's do that. And what I'm going to do, and when I was making the logo, I already grabbed this so it's by itself. So we don't need you anymore. And you know what we should do, actually? Where is the... I'm bringing this up and making it transparent because we probably should stay within... I forgot to check. We should probably stay within the Foxwoods logo here because it probably bleeds like past the pit road wall and everything. And I was actually pretty close doing that. But we should stay within that boundary just to be safe as we put this on. And the creator has these flipped, and let's actually check for the accuracy, which I'm guessing they got right. We'll just go 2022. I want to see the start-finish line here, how it looks. How that text is, okay, here we go. So you can read it from turn 4 and turn 1. So he had it right. You do all this work, of course he would have it right. So that's good, but we're getting rid of that easy prep and all this nonsense. So it says Reynolds wrap. And we have that. Then we're gonna flip it and bring it down. Ow, it's not gonna work because that's gonna be pink back there. Damn it. What to do, what to do, what to do. Oh, that blue is so... We're not even gonna be able to eye drop that. We're not going to be able to eye drop that and get rid of it either because it's so close to the other blue. Let's see. Hey. We're in business. I'll take it. I thought we were done for. And okay, let's see. Where's the start finish line? Right here. That's gonna look like buffoonery, I think. I mean, the Reynolds wrap. See, the Reynolds wrap isn't even supposed to be on that pink. It's always shown on the blue. We can always make it blue, but that's just a static picture. I'm not gonna color it. Or let's see. Color overlay. Yeah, let's go for it. You only live once, you know? We're keeping this within that Foxwoods Casino situation. And we'll try to center this. We're not worried about the other thing being centered. That's pretty much on the money there. So that's gonna be that. No point in putting like NASCAR or anything on there. But yeah, I think that's it. And what we got to worry about now is the actual asphalt around there. So let's actually go back in. And we're gonna eye drop that asphalt. You could always use the actual MIP files so you know what you're working with. You can see that asphalt's just all kinds of different colors bleeding from the Foxwoods black. So it's almost... Yeah, you can see we have a little more wiggle room on each side. But what we're doing gets the job done. And at the same time, we could always... export our final image and bring it back in, and then just draw like one quick erase along the top and bottom, so just immediately, or just just without a doubt, guarantee that we get rid of those transparent pixels on the top and bottom of this. So there's a couple ways to attack this. I came in wanting to get a eye drop, so I'm taking a screenshot of that. We're done in there. And we'll bring this screenshot in here. And we have this, we actually need a whole background on this now too. It might work. That might work. I don't know, I'm doing it blind. Oh shit, what did I do? That's right. We can't cover up the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. But we can just do, no, we can't do this because we need, oh, I'm thinking about this way too hard. Bringing you down. Boom. Really overthought that. And then we're done. There we go. And that's all we need. And we'll see if this looks like trash. Oh, we have to do a track kind of overlay situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the MIP file, or the MIP files in the track, the actual track mat, which there should be asphalt in here, and there is not. Oh, that's in, never mind, here we go. But we don't know exactly which one we're grabbing. But it actually doesn't matter, because we just need the illusion that it's asphalt, not the exact color, not nothing. You can see this person pulled this, made this based on another New Hampshire and just had a bunch of unused things. They didn't, I don't know how the track making works exactly. But let's go grab one of these asphalts. I just don't know which one. Probably this one. Asphalt mid. We'll just go mid. Mid sounds like a good thing to grab. Unpack, track mat, asphalt, mid. Yeah, we're not worried about grabbing this. We're not putting this back into the game. We just want the actual image, like this. And we're gonna double her up. Interestingly, the same width as the damn it. 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Almost the same width. But here we go. We want those two rectangles that are behind the blue and yellow, the blue and pink that are behind the Reynolds wrap. I'm making a copy of those, and then I want to drop, and I'm going to group them. Then I'm going to group these, drop them into that rectangle, drop them into that group. Why isn't that working? Oh, because you can't drop them into, I have a solution to this. Yes, untitled. Go back to where we were. Where are we at? Right here. Bring this back in, and I do need to make sure these line up with those other ones. And that's what? Minus 30, 211. Minus 17, 211. The 30 is just how far it is. We're good. So now I want to get that asphalt. We don't need that group anymore. And now this should work. Yeah. But then we need it to be under the... Oh, that is not gonna work. You son of a bitch. But we ain't dead yet. I got multiple plans. We just gotta do them one at a time. Meaning, throw this one in there. Copy that. And throw this one in there. There we go. So we're in good shape. Now we need to basically make this into like an overlay situation. See? Now you see where I'm going. Does that look like asphalt? I mean, it obviously does. Like that's the exact, you know, let's not overthink it. Let's send it in. See what it looks like. The downside is this gray that we're going to be eyedropping from. If there's any of that gray that shows up because of that overlay, it'll be transparent, but it'll, I don't know. We'll see. My hopes are up, however. I don't need asphalt. We'll save that asphalt for now. We don't need that thing we took out. We got the grandstand, and then we did... Why do I have two flag boxes here? Or I already... was this the ping I already exported? Yeah. Oh, the bitmap was... the bitmap was what I took out of the folder. Or out of WinMip, you know. So, okay, here we go. We have to... Yeah, we changed where that PBS was, and we got to make sure we pink that. There's our Reynolds wrap. There's our thing in the turns, and there is our start-finish line. Oh, we're so close. This is the exciting part. Flag box 07. 10-10-3-1. Transparency color there. Grandstand CR. 10-10-2-1. Transparency color there. Start finish line. 10-4-3-1. What? 10-4-3-1. Yeah. Transparency color. Man, it took a minute to save that one. 10-4-3-1, and then TSD grass logo there in the turn is 10-4-3-1. And we're eyedropping that off black kind of situation. And none of this is a track mat. These are all just being dropped into that main folder. I believe so. Okay, here we go. The transparency on the grandstand should definitely be fixed. And it is. Oh, there's the blimp. I'm looking for PBS Sports. There it is. Way to go. Barely noticed. Barely can be seen, but it can be seen. Later on this week, I'm going to be making a... We will be making a blimp template. I've been experimenting and finding the do's and don'ts, the goods and the bads there. So, I'm saving that start finish line till last. I'm gonna go back around, see how the logo in the turn, how this turned out. From afar, it looks like there's jagged edges. Jagged edges. That can be fixed. But, I mean, that looks good. And like we did that track overlay or the asphalt overlay at the start finish line, we could easily just go grab the grass file and put that over top of the logo. That looks good. Probably going back in, I would just like make that thickness a little bit smaller. It was like 5 pixels wide or something ridiculous. But there's no pink. I'm happy there's no pink. And then finally, moment of truth. We'll check this side first because it'll be harder to pick up the pink over on the other side. But no, we do not have pink here. In theory, I mean, no, thinking about it, because we eye drop that color, and then eye drop always takes that color out, we weren't going to have to worry about that anyway. So I was really overthinking that. And to tell you what, we messed with that Reynolds wrap on the pink, you know, made it solid blue, and then it's not like we saddled up to the logo and was like, oh, Reynolds wrap looks like shit. Like, no, it's nothing. That's great. I want to put something about Adam Petty and Kenny Irwin here somewhere as well. That'll be something I do offline. But let's start this race and see what this looks like around the track. I mean, that looks that's on the money. And then this big logo here, we know it's there. We can see it. The big billboards there look good. And then I changed all this stuff here too. I didn't show. I'm probably not going to show all these videos. I might just show the end game of these videos, like I'm doing now, or just highlight something tricky. But I think I prefaced this, or one of the first things I talked about was the flagger. Oh, the flag stand looks good too, as well. Also, too. I prefaced this whole video by saying, hey, the flagger, let's talk about the flagger. But there's the flag stand looking good. Something I didn't touch upon in the series flagger video is some of these tracks that people make, they'll come with their own flagger. And this one is not reading the Ric Flair we put into the game, but instead it's grabbing its own. And I wanted to do a quick experiment here to see exactly what you got to do to fix that. I'm guessing if you just take it out, the game's going to scramble and look for the one that's in the shared folder. Sometimes, though, these tracks, I've found the series flagger, they'll name them something different. That didn't even work, Jack. You son of a bitch. You were supposed to be taken out, unless I took it out of the wrong folder. But yeah, sometimes they will... you know what? I took it from the unpack folder, but it's still reading from the DAT file. So I'm going to leave that in the unpack folder, no problem. And we're going to try something else here. We're going to go get our... where was he at? Tracks and shared. We're going to go get him from our shared folder that we made. Just drop them into the main folder of the track and see if this works. And if not, you probably have to just repack the DAT file to get the new official.
Drivers, to your cars.
Well, there's Rick. So you can just drop it. You can just drop that new series flagger into just the main track folder, like the New Hampshire, whatever track you're working on. You can drop it into the folder, not have to worry about repacking, not throw it into the unpack folder, and it'll grab that. And you can probably just rename it if you search the MIPS and you see they're named differently. You probably can just rename series flagger to whatever they're using, and it's going to work. But you might have a problem if you don't take the extra step of searching for the MIP values that they have for that series flagger that they put into the track. But you know all this by now. But hell yeah, that asphalt. That looks good. So this will be the Reynolds Wrap. What was it? The Reynolds Wrap 107. And I mean, we have all this green around here. I'm trying to think if we can get away with switching the transparency to that green. Instead of this just, you know, solid black that led to this. So I'm taking a screenshot of this. And we'll try to take this home. So everything's done. Everything's done except for the that big logo in the turn, which we are going to experiment with here. Let's take the outline off of the logo. Go grab that green. No, go grab that green. I mean, that's what he did. So we'll see if we can get this to work. But the way his looked, or whoever created the track, the way that theirs looked, seemed like there was a lot of pixelization, like a lot of green there at the bottom. And we'll see what happened there. But I need paint. And this was what? 10431. Bitmap. TSD grass logo. Yes. MIP 10431. We're grabbing the green. There was no green in our logo, right? So this should definitely not make any other part of the logo transparent. Well, let's see. Looking good so far. Yeah, this is the better option. There's a little bit of haziness around there, but it's better than the, you know, that ass black, like those hard pixels. I just like this look, and I mean, definitely you can see up here towards the end of the logo, like the green, like everything gets. I think it's just a limitation of the game. Let's not really overthink it. Because I've been doing some experiments, and like all of the logos kind of do that on at track level. But yeah, we're gonna be back here. I think middle of the season of this upcoming season, and we'll be running the Reynolds Wrap 107. And there's PBS Sports, and I've also put that on the PBS Sports trailer. I'm also thinking about taking NASCAR off of the trailer. I already did, yeah. So I took PBS Sports, took NASCAR off the trailer. I'm gonna change the look of this up here. Maybe just put PBS Sports up here, but that's the kind of up close look at the banner flag or whatever. Looks good. Like it conveys what we're doing there. And nothing else going on. I did find some tracks use a night version of our caution. This caution trailer over here, which I'm gonna redesign. That was a Wham Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Thing putting that together. This is Butthole 2. So. But I'm gonna change this design, and there's also a night version that the game grabs from for these caution signs and everything, so I gotta do that. But yeah, I think the MIP series here, we're gonna keep it going, especially the grand finale is going to be this blimp template, and then just little things here and there that pop up that might be worth making a video. Or if I just feel if I'm in the mood for putting a video together, I will. But it's not going to be just rapid fire stuff like it has been the past 2 weeks. So, but yeah, I'll keep you abreast of what's going on there and everything. I am starting to think of pushing back the season 2 a little bit from November into December, maybe after Christmas, something like that. Just because I'm doing all this work in the game, and then I'm gonna want to just step away from it for a while, and then come back to it fresh. But yeah, that blimp video should be coming later this week. Thanks for watching.